Half of Nepal in my undercoat. Magnum in a dresser like a thunderbolt. Hollering mathematics just to sell my dope. Boy, I learned the gun just to sell my coke. Candy and the dirt killer, now we king slang. Put in that work cut, gun straight bang. Paper platoon, we them goons. Get your motherfucking cash, do the math. We gon' run up on your ass like half of Nepal in my undercoat. Magnum in a dresser like a thunderbolt. Hollering mathematics just to sell my dope. Boy, I learned the gun just to sell my coke. Candy and the dirt killer, now we king slang. Back a strap like your girl bra. You gon' catch a hot with yellow world star. 7 gun salute the bird call. And we gon' smoke until this earth fall.
We'll get started soon enough.
Yeah, we bleed, but don't look, don't believe the same things. Out of my hand, I break the law. Got a big chance they catching on. We move it down, we dropping, shopping, shift them lawns. We drunken, shoplifting, rock, bitch.
I know, bro.
No glasses on, God, this is mob living. Cold flashes, spark, meditate. Never gave a fuck about a bitch, hoes or a snitch. I'm at a bitch house, eat a dick. Whether be a rich motherfucker, them broke as fools. Rather have a Benz on 29 rims, sipping on some Pims in the middle of a golden tub. Cold cuts, we bag them up. No West get tucked in tugs. If you wanna fuck, go down with us. Paper platoon get smoked like a
Sparkmaster Tape, you have 60 seconds to win the million.
Oh, man. I know this, man. Alright, but look, it's not gonna be A.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Alright, what about some...
I like it, okay? Alright, this is some shit I like.
I guess it could be
It's not all about you all the fucking time.
I guess it really is not. Alright, yeah, hey, what about D? No, it's not really D. If it was D, then... It
Must be
A,
A,
bitch. What the fuck is you say, bitch? Slap a hoe like I'm racist. Make a bitch get some break. See, shout out to the homeboy, right? Paper platoon all day. We boxes play, don't spin around. Cause all this fucking Cassius Clay. I'm Cassius Clay with a left hook. Then we duck out, leave the rest shook. You fuck with and a fake thug. Catch a real slug from the paper.
Boys, we got some shit to talk about today. I'm telling you right now, y'all are gonna like this show, okay? Yeah, it's this one's gonna be good. This is crazy. What has happened is crazy. Yes, I understand. We're going in 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Right?
Don't give him a foothold.
You know what happens if we give the devil a foothold?
We're doing it. We're doing it, yeah.
That's what becomes very dangerous.
So really and truly, we need to watch for the little things. And we
Don't forget to
often
hit the like
They
button.
don't matter,
It's
but they
not
turn
gonna
into
be good.
huge problems if we don't do it.
Got 35 notches on the belt. Fire in the sky with 5 records on the shelf. Stress-related symptoms in my health. Said I couldn't take it with me. Watch me drag it all to hell then. I pour another bottle on my grave. Ain't nobody care about you when you step up off this stage. Plus the doc told me I should count my days. Said the poison in my body's like a bullet to the face. Yeah, I'm going off, bitch, I'm going off. Pressure hanging around my neck like a holy cross. Turn that lightning in a bottle into Molotovs. Paint tatted on me like a motherfucking coat of arms. If you thought that it was different, then you go and saw it. Everybody knows, go and play the Leonard Cohen song. Bad days, long nights, and strong medicine. If you can hear it knocking, you's about to let the devil in. Ain't nobody ringing my bell.
like the sun, but I run in the night.
They let a devil grab a hold of the mic.
Ain't nobody ringing my bell.
Glow like the sun, but I run in the night.
Sick of y'all
They let a devil grab a hold of the mic.
Yeah, that's 35 trips around the sun. Running out of gas with 9 bullets in my gun. That shadow on my shoulder weighs a ton. Y'all pretend like my experience with hell was just for fun. Nah, gon' take me to the river with my sins. Ain't a man alive without him, you can write that in my skin. Plus the preacher told me time was running thin. Said if I don't make a change, they won't ever let me in. Yeah, I'm going mad, bitch, I'm going mad. That stress feeling like I'm walking over broken glass. I slap forever in the face with an open hand. Swollen glands growing in my neck like a watered plant. If you thought I couldn't make it, then you full of trash. Blinding motherfuckers like the glare from a solar flash. It's bad days, long nights, and strong medicine. If you can hear me knocking, you's about to let the devil in. Ain't nobody ringing my bell.
Roll like the sun, but I run in the night.
They let a devil grab a hold of the mic.
Ain't nobody ringing my bell.
Roll like the sun, but I run in the night.
They let a devil grab a hold of the mic.
Who wrote this? I'll ban you for being a dick around here. Don't think I won't. You're allowed to have criticism. No, Greaves wrote this. This is Greaves. Always been a fan. All right, so let's get to it. Let's do the show, boys and ladies, if you're out there. Who is that? That's Greaves. Yeah, I'll put the link out there. Hold on. Yeah. Well, oh no, of course. No, I'm gonna let you roll. I'm gonna let you roll. Okay. Soren with the black hand. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So I was watching something on the internet today. Stumbled upon this randomly. It gets a lot funnier. It gets a lot fucking funnier. Okay. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to review this. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Soft White Underbelly. Okay. Yeah. Are y'all aware of this show, Soft White Underbelly? They had like the Whitakers on and shit. Show the cooler again and do it full screen. That's $1. Disabled. No, that's $2 and it's Canadian. Okay. You can't ban me. I'm just doing my job. That's fine. You're more than welcome to open criticism. Just don't be a Soft White Underbelly is pretty cringe. Right, John Val. Now, it can be at times. You know what I mean? It can be at times. This gets fucking funnier. Okay? It gets fucking funnier. And so we're going to bring this up. We're going to review this video. The video is 25 minutes long. I'm of course going to transform the content, but at the same time, the ending, how are your ribs? I took a bunch of fucking ibuprofen. I put $60 USD check in my bank and it was 85. Okay. So, the mathematics aren't working out here. Thank you for the donations though, by the way. I've got my Magnum condoms for this as well. And does anybody around here watch? It is. Yes. Yes, Fro. Yes. Now, I need clarification on what's happening here, okay? Yeah, it is. And so, all right, let's watch. Yeah, let's watch this, man. I don't know how the fuck this happened, okay? I think, is that the right one? I don't think it is. Hold on. Let me remove that. Make sure it's the right one. This is going to get a little fucking wild, right? Because this ends with Dabbleverse related things. Did Lemmy know you pooped in a cooler? Did Lemmy ever poop in your cooler? No. No, she didn't. No. No, the cooler pooping things, like fairly new. All right, so let's watch this.
All right, this will be an interesting one.
Yeah,
sure.
What do you call yourself, Raj?
What do you mean?
In terms of the fetish community, what do you refer to your fetish as?
I mean, the scientific name is eproctophilia, but fart fetish.
This guy has a fucking podcast, by the way. I'm gonna invite him on. I'm gonna invite him on, man.
A fart fetish.
Mm-hmm.
And you are into
That's a
what
whack
related
job.
to this.
Yeah, he got
Receiving,
paid for
giving.
it.
No.
I know nothing. Help me. I know
Sure,
nothing.
sure,
I know
sure.
nothing about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it depends on who you are, but me personally, I'm into receiving.
Do you have a swamp puppy in your mouth?
And it's generally, or I would say always in my case, tied with like domination. Like they're inseparable for me. So
Yeah.
so being dominated kind of in a like cruel or
This is rough. This is so basically homeboy just likes to be fucking farted on a bunch of times. That's weird to me. Okay, I'm not trying to kink shame around here, but that's very weird to me.
I don't know, disregarded way, I suppose, is how I kind of look at it.
So you like being farted on?
That's right.
And what does that look like?
I mean, it takes many forms, I guess. I mean, I enjoy the face sitting aspect, so like the closeness of that.
Oh no, he gets into it, beloved.
Which can be clothed, nude. I don't really have a specific preference. Some people do. Yeah, that's kind of.
This gets weirder because this actually ends up going into the Dabbleverse. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The long and short of it, I guess.
Do you have to pay people to do this for you, or do you have girlfriends or maybe guy friends? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, I'm straight, so girlfriends in my case. But I would say generally, people would pay for it. I think it's a little
So he looked into
more
goodness,
accessible
I
on
don't
the homosexual side or gay farting.
Gay farting.
So
Hold
yeah,
the
I mean,
fuck on. Latanya? What the gay farting? We're drawing lines and boundaries on the gender of farts right now.
I mean, I've definitely paid for it a fair amount through like pro doms sessions. But I have connected with a girlfriend, a mistress, who has engaged or indulged me as well. So.
And are there certain people who have a proclivity to having more gas than others?
Probably. I mean,
crazy sometimes.
No, for sure. I mean, that's hard to say for certain. I would.
Yeah, I think when gay people fart, it has a lisp, man. I think that's what happens. I don't know. I don't know what gay farting is. Okay.
Say based on like people I've talked to, yes. But it really just depends. And I think some people talk about like, certain diets, or there's certain, I think there's sugar-free candy, which can be fairly gas inducing.
Hold on.
There's all kinds of nuance.
What? You got some time right now. What? Yukon. Hello. Is that what you'd like? All right, we're going back into the farts.
What kind of foods or what kind of meals would you have your date eat beforehand?
I mean, to be honest, I haven't thought about it that much. I guess for me, as dumb as it might sound, I mean, I kind of prefer, at least in fantasy, the more potent smells. So I guess, things that created gas that was smelly.
Lettuce. Vegetables are good for gas, man. I fart my ass off. I eat a cucumber. You know what I mean? Not with my ass, but like when I eat a cucumber, man, I fart like a motherfucker. So yeah, I think those two things, right? Yeah, aerated food. Food that holds air. I think that's probably where you need to be, brother. You need to get into that, that sphere if you like to be farted on like a bunch of times and you pay for it. This gets so much crazier. Okay. I was watching this, hurting my rib, dying laughing because the ending, and I know I'm teasing this, the ending is probably one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. That's it. Not the ending of the video. the research that I did by clicking one link. Okay.
Or really tied into the more torturous aspects of enjoying this.
Squirrel.
Where did this come from for you?
That's a mystery, and I think it is for a lot of people who have it.
You run across others who have this?
I have. I actually host a podcast. I don't know.
We're gonna get to that too. Yeah. Yes, we are. I found it. I don't know
if I'll continue, but for 4 years I hosted a podcast just called the Fart Fetish Podcast to kind of
yeah, it's very easy to find when you just say it out loud.
Sorry, but what was your original question?
Where did it
originate?
Yeah.
For me, it's just speculation. I've had it for as
I'm going to
probably single digits as a child. So
yes.
My best estimation is,
I'm telling you, it gets better.
It came from a combination of kind of having my parents be a little bit free around the bathroom. So we're talking about using the bathroom with the door open, not being so shy about farting, around the house or in the car or whatever.
Yeah, some people are very relaxed about that, and other people are much more discreet.
Well, most people don't think you're going to get a boner when they fart. That's part of the problem. Okay? Like, if I fart, like, I'm going to tell y'all this straight up, dude. I don't think I farted in front of Lemmy outside of maybe being asleep for like 7 years. I just didn't do it. And then she was like, farts are funny. So I started farting all the time. Right? I don't think she ever got a boner about it. That's it. Yeah. So fart smells are basically his version of apple pie cooling on the window. Yeah, this episode stinks. It's getting better, I promise you.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in people I've talked to, there's people who have, I think, probably got the fetish because it was so taboo in their household.
Oh, I see.
That they kind of like took it as a way to.
Listen, Tiff, we love Bart. I would the smaller list is a disease that Bart doesn't have, and Samsung is on the fucking the list. Okay, but we love Bart and we hope he's doing well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then I think the other side, the domination side, again, both speculation, but I think came from my parents being a bit, to be blunt, neglectful, emotionally, like financially fine and all that. But my parents weren't, per se great parents or great at being affirming, I guess. So I think a combination of
$7.
The free, bathroom use and the kind of trying to spin a new narrative around, parents being not.
So neglect in your parents leaving the bathroom door open while you watched them shit. Okay. All right.
Yep. Not the most engaged, I think turned this into like fart fetish with this domination aspect as a way to, I don't know, psychologically heal. And the only reason I say that is because in listening to other people's stories, which are very much not like mine, it just seems like those pieces kind of come together. You have an experience in childhood and you're trying to figure out a way to, make it better or make it like reframe the story around.
How does getting farted in your mouth make anything better? Ever? I don't understand this logic.
Found it.
That's interesting. What do you recall instances in your childhood where your mother or father was particularly flatulent and it turned piqued your interest or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't say it occurred anything that like directly. Like it certainly wasn't like me ever being turned on by my mom or dad, per se.
Crazy conversation, right?
No, I get it. I get it.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, dude, society's fucked. Society's fucked. You got a man in a fucking salmon shirt like be farted on a bunch of times. What the fuck is what is happening? Like seriously, man. I thought I was fucked up. This is insane. This is insane.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't definitely, I think, a direct connection, but it certainly, I think, fueled my desire for like authority figures, teachers, bosses, even in some cases, you know, mother domination or what have you. But when I say that, it's not like my mother.
Sam in button downs. Our traditional fart apparel. It's very funny, Corn. That is very funny, man. I like that. I do like that. I really do.
It's just the aura of a mother figure.
Yeah, somebody who's in a power position or in a
right, and I
parental.
think absolutely, and I think that is what kind of really.
You talking Margaret here, Sam Bibley? I watched your newest video, by the way. I didn't like it because I wasn't in it, but I did watch it, and I will say good job. You're really fucking nailing this down.
Really feeds into that element of being out of control because, you know, with your parents, you're kind of stuck with them. If, you know, I don't want to get to like, I don't want to diminish people's experience, but like if you have an abusive parent, there's not a lot of avenues for you to.
Gotta read this one because Soren it's very funny. The Fart Confederation has a slogan. This is Sam and Country. The fuck? I'm telling you, like, when this loops into the Dabbleverse, y'all are going to be fucking surprised, okay?
Heal yourself. I mean, there's, you know, police and what have you, but that's kind of a larger ask in this world where, you know, like if your parents are mistreating you, basically to say is you're kind of trapped. You're stuck in that situation. And I think a lot of that is what I think about and fantasize in these, you know, now my adult fantasies is like this aspect of being completely out of control, completely unable to get help, as it were, for this mistreatment.
When you engage in this fetish, this is an erotic thing for you?
I don't text you ever.
It does, yeah. Specifically like the domination and fart fetish, but yes. Yeah, it does.
And so you'll have a woman come over. How do you initiate
Thank you,
some kind of
Garvey.
Well, I guess it depends on who it is or how it's with. I mean, with Pro Dom, it's pretty much the standard kink practice.
Here's what I like.
I'm sorry.
Where you tell her
exactly. You tell her what you want. Maybe even you email first and be like, "Oh, I want this," and kind of go in this direction or this kind of theming. You know, being more dominant. You know, be indifferent to suffering or what have you. It's never. I've found in my experience, I am probably more turned on by
exactly
fantasies because I've written stories for it's probably 2 decades now or almost 2 decades. So that's where I find I guess having that control and having like full control of all the options in like a story or creating like into the specifics when you're like paying someone for a service. Yeah, it makes sense because you're paying them. They should like accommodate, but at the same time, it's a little more personal than like.
Bro, imagine having to tell somebody that you paid a hooker to come over and just fart on you, bro. Like what? The fuck is it? This is crazy to me.
You know, can I buy this apple or whatever?
Right.
Like,
have you had partners that were particularly enjoyable for you?
I would say the last Pro Dom session I did was particularly enjoyable.
Scooney, I think he says he developed it over time.
But the main dominant in that case, the Pro Dom, was I guess had done this in her real life, like with boyfriends or whatever, and just kind of knew the kind of vibe I was going.
So, hold on. there's women out there that know that you have a fart fetish vibe. What the fuck, man?
Going for, because the fantasy for me is not.
No, you're getting timed out for that.
I enjoy it because it is turning me on, but the fantasy is to be, as I mentioned, like tormentous or
you're
being
getting
tortured.
10 on it, not minutes,
so
just seconds. So
I think that's kind of hard to pull off. I think in a real setting, and why I gravitate more towards stories, because
I don't know.
I think people are hesitant to want to like lean into that fully and lean into that in a way.
You're leaning in pretty fucking hard, bud.
And you're so open about this. Do you find yourself defending this sometimes with people, friends, whatever?
No, not really. I mean, like
You're not hurting anybody, I guess. Right?
For sure. And I mean, I've talked to enough people at this point. I've been in the kink community and told people about the fart fetish.
Let's remember that he's been in the kink community. Now, when once we get into why this is Dabbleverse related, okay? Remember, it is a kink community that he's involved with.
Fetish, in that community, even if they weren't fetishists themselves.
Correct.
That I've kind of, I don't know. I guess it would be come to terms with.
I don't really.
The way people are, like I fully understand that most people don't like fart fetish, don't have it in. A lot of people don't even know it exists. I think people know about like piss fetish and they know about scat fetish, but we're kind of like in the middle of those two, and it's not as well exposed.
I don't think. I think AI is like out of this, man. You can't get an AI to fart on you.
I think my mission with the podcast was to try to achieve some of what has happened with like foot fetish, where it's kind of like a little more normalized. People know about Quentin Tarantino. People know about this. And even I'd say piss fetish, like there was that scene that opened that TV show Billions with Paul Giamatti getting pissed on. So I think that's what I was trying to do with the podcast, is like
podcast. It's called the Fart Fetish Podcast. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Me try to normalize this or get this in the world in a way that people respect as much as you can respect it. Like I'm self-aware in terms of like I get it's silly. Some fetishists even lean into the comedic aspect or the farts are funny aspect. That's not me per se. I don't particularly find that funny, but I don't like hate on anyone that does engage in that.
You like a particularly strong.
Oh wait, go
scent?
Go
you
sub to
like,
the fucking
is the sound
the
part
Fart
of it?
Fetish Podcast.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, the strong scent is definitely like what I most reach for. I think it's also
this is very true.
Hardest to obtain,
depending
on the situation. Because I think for one, I mean, like pro-doms are, they.
So like he's doing like the trans thing right here. I gotta pee, by the way. So he's doing like the trans thing here. No, it's not pronouns, brother. You just like getting farted on a bunch of times. Kink shaming, I'll give you that, but it's weird to want to be farted on a bunch of times. Okay, that's a weird thing to happen.
What do you call it? They like sanitize, I guess, themselves before a session, so it's a little less, I guess you could say, natural than
lavender farts. I don't. What do you?
Some of the indulgences with my girlfriend, my mistress, has been a little more natural. She's not, it's the end of the day and she hasn't, she showered at the beginning of the day or what have you. I think that is one aspect I like, even if it's harder to obtain. And yeah, I would say the sound is also a factor for me, just because I don't know. I would say, I guess the sound is illustrative of how dominating it is, how much
oh my god,
how much I'm going to keep using the word torture, but how torturous it is.
And how often will you engage in this?
Boys. Yeah, it's Scooney. I'm telling you, this gets better. At the end of this actually gets better.
Well, I mean, it really just depends. I mean, as far as my partner goes, I pretty much just engage with it when she does it. I don't particularly ask for it.
Do you enjoy sex without this?
I actually find myself
AB has no question.
at least semi-asexual, or at least in that vein. I don't really have a strong enjoyment or strong proclivity towards penetrative sex. It's not really something I do or enjoy on a regular basis. I kind of see it a bit.
Well, it's because you fucking smell like farts a lot, man. You pay to get farted on. Okay, I don't know how the salmon shirt isn't stained.
Performative for myself, anyways. That it doesn't really have a strong. I don't know. The only word I can think of is enjoyment for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't gravitate in that direction. I've done it a few times over my life. I'm like 39 now, so it's something I've experienced, but haven't been like, oh my god,
bro. Imagine, like I don't even know a world that exists where like you chat up a chick, you bring her home, and you're like, hey, I don't even want to fuck you. I just want you to fart the fuck all over me a bunch of times, like. Wait, is this Terrence and Philip? What? What? The fuck, man?
God, I gotta have sex, and I know that's a bit, maybe odd for males, especially. I mean, that seems to be the generally the main.
Oh, $5. Hold on, I missed
sex.
this.
That's
Sorry.
where everyone's
Hold on.
trying to aim.
Let's stop the fucking celibate fart enthusiast. What if you wait? Hold on. What if you put glitter on the balloon knot before you fart in his face? Is it extra kinky? No, I don't think so, man. I think that's going to be a health hazard. You don't want glitter in or around the face area. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's going to be a problem. You don't want that. Thank you for the $5. And so, I'm telling you, this gets crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, for me, it's always been what turns me on, what excites me is the fetish, is the domination aspects.
Do you find your fetish is changing over the years, or is it just?
Couldn't he just get like one of them little mini fans and then just like kind of like do fart spray in it and just spray himself on it? I'm so confused.
What it is, and that's it.
I mean, it's definitely probably changed in terms of figures I fantasize about. Like, I think when I was younger, it was like, oh, being farted on by like fellow college girls or whatever. Not nobody I know, but like that age group.
I gotta ask. I wonder who so boys, we've crossed the threshold of how much of this I've watched. And so now we're in uncharted territory. Who do you think the top farter he would like to be farted on is? I really don't know. I would let Sydney Sweeney shit my leg. I hate this guy. AB, I'm telling you, this gets so much better. When we go to the actual podcast, okay? This fell in my lap. This fell in my lap, and I was like, this has to be covered. It has to be covered, okay? It gets better. I'm telling you right now. It gets better.
And I think now that I'm older, it's gone to more older authority figures, bosses, teachers.
Whoopi Goldberg? No way,
that
dude.
kind of idea.
A nun?
The fetish itself, though, it's always been more or less the same in terms of being dominated, being farted on the face. Like I've always kind of viewed it in that direction.
On the face.
So interesting. The the likelihood that you're going to meet somebody just in your normal life,
Michelle Obama,
and get the relationship to end up here is very slim, right?
Absolutely. I would actually say definitely. I think a lot of people, when you're in the fart fetish, and judging by
Big
people
Mike
I've
Barker
talked to
Bush is
and,
dead,
and,
I think.
you know, reading posts on Reddit and what have you, I think there's a misconception.
I guess he watched
that,
her shit a
like,
bunch of times.
Sniffing someone's farts or engaging in that kind of activity is a sexual or kinky service. Like that's providing a dominant as something they.
I like his confidence in this though. Like, I mean, you can't take that away from the man. You know what I mean? You can't take that away from his confidence in how it's okay to sniff farts is insane to me.
They want. Whereas, I mean, I've been in the community, I think, long enough to realize it's
Probably,
like,
yeah. They're probably in the ozone.
Female dominance, what femdoms want is generally like people to do domestic service and clean around my house and sexual service as well, in some cases. And I think there is
You
people
just
who
want
are
them
in
to
the fart
fucking
fetish
fart
have
on
this misconception that, you know, what they do is desired
Tommy.
will be desired by other people. And I'm not saying
Tommy,
those
fight
people
the
don't exist.
boner.
I've talked to one female fart fetishist who does very much enjoy the kind of aspect of having their partner sniff it and enjoy it and what have you. But I think that's rare. I do think it's pretty rare that you're going to find it even in the kinky community. Like as I said, I mentioned this kink to people in the local kink community, and people kind of like, they're not disrespectful because most people in kink community.
It's because they have blue hair and they're lesbians. Okay, I'm gonna let you that. Yeah. That's why, man. It's very weird to get farted on a lot. Okay, it's extremely strange.
Community, if not everyone, is very much. Well, they're very much like they know not to yuck someone's yum, as is the saying.
No.
Yeah, I
hate that term, bro. I hate that turn of phrase, man. Yuck somebody's yum. Okay. Fuck, man. I don't even know if I'm awake at this point, man. This seems like a dream.
I think as far as someone who's going to understand it, going to even know about it, and going to even more rare to want it in their life.
Be turned on by it.
Exactly. I think is very slim, very rare. I think the best way forward, the best advice I've given people or shared with people.
It does seem like that, yes, Garvey.
Build a relationship first. You know, build an unimpeachable relationship. This person.
Should we? I'm telling you, this gets worse. Okay, this gets worse because I did some research on it, and what I found is groundbreaking. All right, it is absolutely groundbreaking. You guys might want to clip the end of this out and send it to several people. Okay. I don't know if Doom's here, man. Look, Doom, it did at the end of this, when I clicked the thing that I did, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I started laughing so hard that I think I fucking pulled my rib again. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. Well, get the fuck to it, dummy. It's called, I'm drawing it out. Heck. Yeah.
Loves you, loves everything about you. This relationship seems like it's going in the right direction.
Because of the nature of relationships, and you're living with somebody
close,
for
though.
10 years,
Close.
5 years. You eventually come into situations where this happens.
Absolutely. Well, and if that's the way you enjoy it, true. If you enjoy something more specific, you may need to tell them about it.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking as you were speaking that going on a fetish community like website or whatever, and finding connections that way is certainly probably the most effective way. But doing a talk on my channel where you're reaching a totally different audience,
I don't know if the salmon
your
button up
likelihood
was
is,
the
is
greatest
actually
choice.
pretty great of finding some twisted girl in Topeka, Kansas who thinks this is her shit too.
Absolutely. I will say I do think that is part of the downside.
Technically, it would be her shit though. Technically, yeah. Technically speaking, man, you're getting shit particles on your face.
Side of living in Los Angeles is I think a lot of people, myself included, are very focused on their ego. And so I think it is somewhat harder to find people who will indulge in these more quirky fetishes here because they are worried, like, oh, what if someone finds out?
We can do
I'm
that
an
later,
actor.
man.
What
Send
if
it to me
someone,
on X. I'll look
does
that
this
up.
or does that. Like me, I've even shot fart fetish pornography with a former partner of mine, and you know, it's got my face in it. It's on Clips for Sale. I don't really worry about those things. I, as an actor myself, or someone who did pursue that for a time, I took everything as like, oh, this could help me raise my profile. This could be what gets me out into the world. I don't think it ever worked, but that was kind of the thought process.
Does the physical attractiveness of your partner play a role in any of this?
Certainly, I would say absolutely. I mean, I don't know.
Do you like a heavy-set girl who likes to eat, or do you like a more slender?
I mean, I probably gravitate more towards heavier women or BBW or whatever term you want to use.
God damn it.
In that
God
sense,
damn
I
it,
think there's a limit to that based on my preferences as well.
I'm sorry, I'm so square. BBW is
big beautiful women.
big beautiful.
Big black woman. I mean, you could do both. You know what I mean? You can run both on that. But like, so McDonald's farts or like, what's happening? Talking double quarter pounder farts? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it's just another way to avoid saying fat. It seems offensive to use that word, even though it is, I guess, the correct term. So yeah, I mean, I guess I enjoy more average to heavier women. I think it really depends, but I would say I think for everyone, the attraction is always a matter. It's not going to be like you just want farts from any old one or any old person.
I'm trying to get
there's
to
definitely an attraction.
Tony from Shart the movies. God damn.
It's mind-bending to think about this.
No, for sure.
It does
I've
look
never
like
even heard of this.
Yeah, absolutely. That is
some of your profiles. Oh yeah, this would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm always happy to discuss it and talk about it. I
love that you're so open about it, because, like, you know, I remember this reminds me of another interview I did with a black gentleman who was really into having sex with transgender women, and he talked about it like how he really likes grilled cheese sandwiches.
Sure.
And he just made it as natural and simple and like no shame at all. And by the end of the talk, it was like, he's not hurting anybody. He's not doing anything wrong. It's like, it seemed like totally normal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Whereas you know, most people would be horrified that like, this.
I mean, I think pink eye is pretty much the biggest thing, you know, that's probably going to happen. But yeah, I don't know how he doesn't have pink eye right now.
Information got out, but I think by talking about it like this, it just makes it
Melissa,
no big deal.
That's the aim for me. Like
Melissa, let me ask you a question since you just got here. You ever fart on a guy a lot? Yeah, feel free to answer at your leisure. You ever fart on a guy a bunch of times?
Whether it was the podcast or whatever I did, I was always trying to just normalize it and make people aware of it, at least in, like I say, at least in the kink community. Like I understand that people who just enjoy intercourse and don't really think about kinks or being tied up in the bedroom or anything like that, they're not going to care about this. They don't need to think about it or worry about it. They probably don't want to know about it in some cases. But yeah, I think for the kink community, it is important to.
Right. I don't know if you know how pink eye works, but it's from poop particles getting into your eyeball. That's how pink eye works, bud. And so, yeah, if you're getting your fucking face farted on a lot, then there is a way higher risk for pink eye than there is to not get your face fucking farted on a lot of times. Okay? What's that stink, guy? How you not be having stink eye? If you just a bad smells guy, ain't no need to tell, guy. Don't clip that, fucking asshole.
I don't know. Expose it. Get people knowledgeable about it.
About
I think part of it too is there's so few fart fetishists in the public kink community that have come out, as it were, and talk to people in the.
Look at this dude, and then look at Mersh with no sunglasses on. Same eyes. Same eyes.
Community that I think that's the next big step for fart fetishists is to feel more wherever they are, whether it's Los Angeles or wherever they are in the world or the States, is to go into their local kink communities if they're lucky enough to have them, and talk to people and tell people that, hey, I'm not a weirdo, I'm not a pervert. I like this weird thing. You like your weird things, and we're all, like you say,
a lot of weird things going on, man. You can get your face farted on a bunch of times.
Raj, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and interests with us.
No, it's my pleasure.
I really appreciate your honesty, and I hope you find lots of wonderful, interesting partners.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have fun.
Thanks.
Okay, and so that's the end of that interview, right?
When I was designing the first Soft White Underbelly book.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to watch the rest of that. Shout out to Soft White Underbelly, right? So what I did after this is I went to YouTube to look up this guy's podcast, all right? And his podcast is the Fart Fetish Podcast, all right? And so FFP right here, it looks very, it looks like it should be on the fucking chemical table. So I clicked on this and I went, oh, he has a website. And I was like, well, let's just see what a dude that gets farted on a bunch of times website looks like. All right. And so I clicked on this. Is that up? I think it's up. Hold on. Periodic table. Yeah, thank you very much. Damn, 3-hour episodes on farting. No, it's probably going to be about an hour and a half. All right, so I have to bring this up separately, right? This is Fart Fetish Podcast. Wait till he gets queefed on. That's going to be tough for him, man. He's not going to know what to do. I make him queef a lot, bro. You know what I mean? I slam air into them motherfuckers, though. His skin's probably horrible. Okay, so anyway, I got to take this down real quick and bring up the separate website. So I go onto this website, and here it is. And I'm like, all right, so like the dude likes to get farted on a lot. Whatever. I start scrolling down. Okay, I watch the trailer about farting. I watch all this. I start scrolling down, and in my mind, I'm like, this would be kind of interesting to talk about. Well, when I get to the bottom, this happens. Bro, I think Carl gets farted on. I think Carl is part of the fucking fart fetish community. What is happening? Why is this on this web? Okay. This guy farts on people, man. And he's got you fucking tagged on his website, bro. Carl! What are we doing, bro? I died. When I read this, I fucking died. You found this independently of WATP, then discovered the link? Yeah, I did. I just watched the fucking thing. I didn't know that this happened. Did he interview this guy? Is that why he's on there? I really would like to know. Is this what we're talking about when it comes to isotopes? This dude's blowing isotopes on Carl? Is Carl getting fucking farted on by senior citizens? This is a scoop, a poop scoop. Yeah, case closed, good job. I don't... Carl reviewed the Fart Fetish podcast. So that is what happened. Okay, like I'm not get a job, you drunk loser, streaming to 42 people. Yeah, that's fine. My farts have color. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. Lucy fart box? This is rude. This is just rude. Carl is weird. Why is this a thing? The butt of the joke on who are these podcasts. Now, I again, man, this was completely fucking random. I was like, and when I scrolled down, I was like, what the fuck? Carl Hamburger's mentioned on the fucking serial fucking fart ingester. What happened? Raj says his favored women for farting are older authority figures, aka mom wife. All right, so he's a lot like Carl then. They probably reviewed his podcast. They used to actually review random podcasts before they got lazy and rich from sticking their nose up Stut Joe's ass. Sam, do you understand that it's still alarming? Like, he is implicated in a farter's, a serial fart ingester. I 100% believe this now, and nothing will. I honestly, dude, I think Carl gets his fucking face farted on by an old lady. I believe that. I'm not saying it's true. But from the evidence that I've gathered, okay, I think that's what happened. Carl looks like the exact type of person that wants to be farted upon. I agree. I agree. WATP actually reviewed a whole bunch of fetish podcasts. Okay. This is like the chair company. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't kink shame. I'm not. It's fine. Like, if you want to get farted on, but I'm not kink shaming, but I will make fun of you if you get farted on a lot. It's a weird thing to do. That's a weird habit to have. You know what I mean? It's God damn it. Is this the new meaning behind gaslighting? Getting your show reviewed is not really an appearance. This fart knocker likes to exaggerate. These are all very funny. I would never trust a guy named Carl with a K. Carl Hamburger pays Lucy Tightbox to shit on a glass table. Bro, how are you going to be implicated? Tell him to take it down. Buddy, I'd have told him to take it down. What other answers are there? I don't know. I think Carl likes to get farted on, man, by old ladies. I think that's what's happening. What I want to know is, when we take down Carl, are we letting the other WATP guys off the hook? No, Christian Black sucks. He hates my guts too, by the way. I fucked him up one time, verbally. And so he hates me pretty good too. We'll do Christian Black next. reviewed or studied. I have no idea. Everybody Farts is a prequel to Everybody Poops. I agree, Latanya. With all the hot wings, Buffalo is a primo place for warm butt. Yes. Okay. Yes, Latanya is here. Latanya, those are the best REM tracks. Hopefully Carl is not on the website of the Maps IRL podcast or the Zoolander one. Of course, this place smells like Myrtle Beach. That's very rude. Carl is a boner guy, Ween. Episode 392, send Granny the link so we can see it, Hoss. Yeah, you just wanted me to say Hoss. I've said Hoss for you a bunch of times, all right? Hoss. Okay? Granny came 7 times doing this reach. I didn't. As a matter of fact, I was in a lot of pain while I was doing it because I started laughing. Stumbling upon that Carl Hamburger from Nice Podcast Stupid is being promoted by the Fart Fetish Podcast. Okay. It was very entertaining to me. It really was. Yeah. And again, the ribs still don't hustle the Hoss. That's it. Anyway, that's really all the coverage that I had today. I'll be back later tonight, man. I think probably around 9:00. We'll be back later tonight. And yeah, I got to do laundry and shit. But like I came across this. I was like, man, we got to do this. What are my fetishes? Coming and fucking chicks. Sometimes I tie my balls off. You know what I mean? So we learned that Carl's mom wife poots for pay. Yeah, I just like to come. You know what I mean? And then go to bed. My fetishes are coming, you making dinner, and me going to bed. That's it. Granny means coming. The spice. No, that's cumin. Mm-hmm. Fart Fetish Podcast is way too on the nose. Apparently, pink eye makes you less creative. This was just insane to me. Okay. Yeah. Well, hit the DMs. All right. Yeah. Hit the DMs. We talk about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it. I know. All right. I love you guys, man. I'll be back this evening. Yep, I'll be back this evening around 9:30, somewhere in there. But check the X. It's Granny Loves Anal on X. And yeah, we'll be back, man. This was just too interesting for me to not cover. So that's it. All right, we'll see y'all later.